Yes, hi, my name is Aurore Belfrage and I am a renewable energy investor and run a think tank called SusTechable, Intersection Tech and Sustainability. Yes, I was doing the analysis of what tech do we need, what energy do we need at what point in time between now, which was a few years ago, and 2050 net zero, and realizing that what many people have realized is the importance of baseload and how does that fit in. And once I understood that, it was easy to see that the geothermal opportunity is huge and very much needed. And then when I found the team at GA Drilling, which have had an ambition over many years, and as an investor, you look for the right team and the right technology, solving a big enough problem. And they ticked all the boxes for me because they've been looking at so many different types of technologies and methodically looked, tested, trialed and tested, come to a conclusion that would fit the bill, i.e. solve the big problem that we're addressing. So they didn't come from a tech point of view. We have a piece of technology, where can we address it? But the other way around. That's a tough question. We just had a panel here in the Hague about how do you address different groups of capital, different types of investors that have different time horizons. And I think in each individual case, one needs to understand what are the limits of this investor's capabilities, time-wise, stage-wise, risk-wise, but also what are the parallel objectives that they're trying to reach? Is it a purely financial investment? Boom, one type of investor. Do they have the ambition to allocate capital towards impact, sustainability, and the green transition? Boom, you now hit two buckets. Are they looking at this from a resilience point of view, a security point of view? Then you can address the pitch slightly differently. But I think the common denominator is that geothermal is a very interesting opportunity because it addresses so many different types of objectives in parallel. It's the risk dance. How much risk do you think you want to take, and how much risk are you willing to actually take? And I think here is where companies and projects need to be very mindful of addressing the elephant in the room and addressing the type of risks. And there's several. There's technical risk, there's physical risk, there's financial risk, there's policy risk, which there are in all industries. And I think the ability for an investor to either feel confident in the team that they have a set of policies or an ambition or a strategy or a thought process around these types of risks, or they can become involved. The thing that investors find the hardest to grapple with in terms of risk is when it's not transparent. There are gray zones here. You're vaguely addressing it or throwing buzzwords at me in this overconfident way. And I'm not being privy to it. So cards on table, work together. Investment in company building is a partnership and should be a project. And as soon as you're in a transparent, honest, nuanced way, look at what are the hurdles that we need to address. And there are always hurdles, but you want to feel confident that you know. So don't hide and chuck buzzwords at your investors. GA Drilling is a fantastic company and it's built with a engineering DNA. Like the whole team is around how do we solve this problem? And the problem doesn't have to be only technical. Of course, that's the core of it, but we will solve market problems or policy problems or media understanding problems. All these challenges, if you have an engineering mindset and you start looking at it and breaking it down into pieces and then rebuilding it, you will make headway at some point in time. And that's also what I liked about the team. They're looking at the different building blocks of this and one piece at a time. What's the how do you eat an elephant? One piece at a time type of thing. and they have successfully addressed different types of investors that are excited in different parts of the adventure. Well, the next year and a half, 2 years, we will see huge progress when it comes to deep rock drilling, commercial opportunities. And I think I'm very excited about retrofitting coal mines for district heating. It's a climate win, huge amount of carbon emissions that we could reduce, as well as a tangible need. That's one of the big ones. The other is the opportunity when it comes to new industrial processes that require a lot of energy. I'm also an investor into the digital transformation and the power of AI in the data centers. And as we know, there's a lot of energy needed there, and utilizing and creating off-grid solutions. But that's not the only one. It's the obvious example. There are several industries that require green energy, are happy to pay a premium for green energy, plannable green energy, and no longer are interested in solely being reliant on the energy grid. They want to create their own off-grid solution and understand how their energy supply